So crypto comes with risks. The other day, we read about the Ronin network. There was a hack for over $600 million. That's part of being in crypto. What I want to go over is basically what are some of the risks of crypto? What do people have to know about when investing in crypto? And what do they need to be aware of and how can they avoid it? So like, what are some of the scams that you've seen or that people have tried to scam you on as far as crypto goes?
Yeah, you're completely right, Rob. Crypto does come with some risks, but I believe if you are educated and understand these risks and just to be careful what to look out for. One of these scams I'm going to talk about, I must get 2 or 3 emails a week of someone trying to just say like your MetaMask wallet or your Trust wallet. And for those of you who don't know, MetaMask and Trust are 2 mobile wallets that are very, very easy to download and create. So these scammers are trying to go after, I guess, more novice investors who may have never done their own cold storage before. But if you're educated, just by watching this video, you're going to find out about one of these scams that they try to get me with every week. And I just laugh every time I see these emails because it's so funny. I can pull up one of these emails right now and just show you guys. It says, verify your MetaMask account. Dear customer, your account is missing some info that we need to comply with financial regulations. As a result, all transactions on your account are now restricted. Please take a moment to verify your wallet so we can get your wallet back to normal. Unverified accounts will be suspended by this date. So this almost looks like an official email from
Meta. It looks pretty official.
It looks pretty legit, and it comes with like, I mean, it looks...
Wait, so what's the action they want you to do?
They want you to click on this link, and that link...
It's a fish link.
It's like a phishing email. I've never actually clicked the link, but I guarantee you if you click it, it's going to take you to some place where they're going to ask you to verify your account and put in your 12-word seed phrase. And as soon as they get that 12-word seed phrase, they can open your cold wallet anywhere. They can just download MetaMask, put those 12 words in, and they have access to all your funds.
Who's doing this? Like, you think it's like people from the US? Think it's international people? Like, who's actually pulling these scams off?
There's no way to track it. But that's the thing. Like, I just want to show people this because I remember the first time I opened this email, I almost clicked on it because it looked so legit. I thought, and I was newer to MetaMask and I was newer to Trust. This must have been within a couple weeks of me downloading the apps and using them. I almost went there, but I thought about it. I'm like, no, crypto's decentralized. Like, why do I need to verify this information? So I never clicked on it.
I had one the other day where I was on Twitter and I follow crypto Twitter, and this guy was posting some interesting content on his trades and his trade strategy, something that I had never seen before. So I replied to his tweet and I was like, I think it'd be really cool to see an example of this trading strategy. And he's got a lot of followers, a couple 100,000 followers. So I wasn't expecting a reply back. But then I got a reply back. And it was the same like logo icon of his avatar, the same exact name, but with just like a tiny little difference in the spelling. And I looked at it and I was like, that's kind of weird. Like it said, message me on Telegram, and it gave me a Telegram link.
Wow.
And I'll tell you the trading strategy. And I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, I didn't know this guy has a Telegram because you can click on his profile and he just has a Discord. And I didn't think much of it at first. And then I like examined it a little bit more and I saw there was a slight variation in the name. And I didn't realize it at first, but that was a scam. That was a scammer. He was trying to get me to go on Telegram, maybe disclose some, private information. But I have seen that often I've seen it a lot on YouTube videos where I'm pretty sure they're bots, but it is some sort of scam like this where you make a comment and they reply to you personally impersonating that account that you're trying to engage with, and it says, let's chat, message me here, whatever it is, or this is my telephone number, and people get scammed. So I've experienced that. That was actually in the past couple of days. I actually get sometimes I get texts, I get emails. What are some of the other ones?
I've got another really good one now that we're talking about this, that I almost got, I remember them because they almost got me, and I stopped myself before I went through with the transaction. There's a lot of times you will, even to this day on YouTube, see Elon Musk or
I know exactly what you're
which
saying.
Scam I'm talking about? Where they come on and they're talking back about cryptocurrency, and it's a giveaway scam.
And it's like a live stream, right?
It's like a live stream, and they're saying if you just put this amount of ETH or this amount of XRP into, send it to this address, we'll send you double back because we have so much money and we just want to increase the awareness of cryptocurrency. Social awareness of cryptocurrency. Yeah. That is a complete scam. Every time I see those, I report it to YouTube, but they're popping up out of nowhere. Like every single day I see them, and they look legitimate because it looks legit because you see a celebrity on there talking about crypto, and you see the amount of followers that the account has.
I think they hack accounts that have a lot of followers, and because they have a lot of followers, this is my theory. Because they have a lot of followers, they have a lot of engagement, they can work the algorithm on a normal basis when this person's uploading content, right? So now when they hack it and they do a live stream, it's going to work the algorithm and show up to a lot of people. And that's where they jump in with their scam. And I've seen this exact scam. It's like, donate X amount of Bitcoin or ETH to this address and we'll send you double back. And when you see that, you're like, oh, I'm going to get double back. It's a freaking no-brainer.
Yeah, but I always have to think to myself, especially in crypto, there's scams are out there. So I'm always my awareness is up when I'm involved with crypto.
I think the issue is that scams are everywhere. It's not just in crypto. So you have to have your guard up regardless. But the thing is, in crypto, if you send your money to an address, you're never getting that back.
That's true. Because of the decentralized aspect of cryptocurrency, there's no company or no third party that you can call. There's no helpline that you can call to get your money back. It's one of the beautiful things about crypto, and it's one of the things I love about it, that you're personally responsible for your finances. But that is, you have to be also personally responsible for getting scammed as well.
Any other risks in crypto? We talked about the rug pull on the Squid Game, so our viewers know about that. The scams,
the email scams about the MetaMask wallet. You talked about what scam did you talk about?
Just like the reply scams.
The reply scams on Telegram.
What are some other risks in crypto though? Like if you were to, so I know you do a lot of staking and you derive a lot of passive income from staking, but I've always been under the impression that there's, you're getting these high rewards, the high interest rate from staking, but what's the risk from that? Because, and you'll have to explain staking a little bit for people that don't know, but you're essentially taking your money, your crypto out of your wallet and you're staking it onto another platform. Is that how it works?
Basically, when you stake or when you're on these decentralized exchanges, your wallet is interacting with the smart contracts on. Like I'm more familiar with Binance Smart Chain, so I'm on PancakeSwap doing all this staking.
Okay, so
there's some risk involved in allowing the smart contract to access your wallet. If it is like a nefarious contract and it's looking to just gain access to your private key, it can wipe your funds. You still would have to approve the transaction, but there's exchanges that there's a scam that I've actually had happen to me. If I go into one of my MetaMask wallets, I will find tokens in there that were airdropped to me, and it looks like a significant amount. It's like, oh, I just got $15,000 of this token airdropped to me, but if you search online and see where to go and actually trade it, you'll go to a site that says you're connecting to PancakeSwap and you can sell these tokens. But when you approve that transaction, they gain access to wipe your wallet.
Ooh. Now that I think about that, I don't know if this is true because I still know the answer, but I'm pretty sure this exact scenario happened to one of my friends where he had some like crypto wallet and then all of a sudden he just had a lot of money show up in his account and he didn't really know. It just like kind of appeared.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I think he made like a TikTok video about it and it went viral because he had like so much money in his account.
Yeah.
But I don't think he ever followed through with the full part of that scam to where it ended up.
Where he went and tried to sell it for
right.
BNB or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. But that did happen to someone I know. And it's just wild that people are getting taken advantage of left and right.
It's just like the awareness. And that's why we're doing these videos to kind of just educate people out there on the scams to just look out for, because in crypto, you are personally responsible for the gains and the losses.
Right.
When your crypto gets taken, there's no company you can go to get it back.
No. And the guy who took it is not going to send it back because you can't even send him a message. It's just to a wallet address, right? You can't like send him a personal message.
You'll probably be able to find out what wallet address it goes to.
And as far as criminality goes, there's not much you can do. If someone wipes your wallet, it's just a wallet address and they can, cash out, transfer.
There's nothing you can do. I mean, if I'm thinking back, there's been a couple times where I was scammed, not individually, but the exchanges that I was on back 5 years ago got hacked and I lost funds on the exchange due to that. But.
So that's a good point. That's another risk, is an exchange gets hacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you keep your funds in the wallet on the exchange and the exchange gets hacked, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, and a lot of times the exchange can't do anything about it because they were the third party holding your funds, but they lost them. And if they're like a reputable exchange, they will do what they can to kind of recover the losses and refund their customers. I know that this happened at Bitfinex when I was trading back in, I think, 2015, 2016 timeframe. They got hacked. And they did what they could to try to reimburse their customers, but it wasn't the full amount.
This is exactly what this new Netflix documentary is about that I sent you the preview for, but you didn't watch yet. But I watched the preview, and it's basically about this guy who started an exchange, and he rug pulled the whole exchange. And
I was on that exchange. I can't remember the name of it, but I was on that exchange. And he disappeared, right?
He disappeared, and then everyone questioned it. And I mean, just from watching the trailer, I was
trading on that exchange. And actually, at the time, I could see something fishy was happening because my withdrawals started getting delayed. And anytime you see any type of withdrawals being delayed a certain amount of time, like they would eventually go through, like something weird was going on. And at that point, I decided to get most of my funds off of that exchange, but I still left a little bit on there that eventually got wiped because, they were on a third-party exchange. Yeah, I gotta remember the name of that exchange.
Exchanges are also a risk because
Cryptsy.
That's what it was. Cryptsy.
Cryptsy, I think, was the name of the exchange. Yeah.
Sounds like a sketchy exchange.
Cryptsy.
But I've heard of people who trade on international exchanges who are in the U.S. and technically they're not allowed to trade on these exchanges. And if an exchange cracks down and restricts you and then your funds are on this exchange, then I've read stories that these people, like their funds basically get locked and they can't withdraw, they can't buy, they can't sell, and basically they're in a tight spot with their funds.
And that's a risk of being on a centralized exchange, which is why I currently hold most of my crypto off of exchanges. I hold a little bit on there if I'm going to be doing some trading, but most of it's in cold storage. And I never give away my 12-word seed phrase. That's like the golden rule of crypto. Do not give away the 12-word seed phrase, and you should be good to go.
Yeah.
As long as you understand like some of the other scams we talked about, that can also.
What about, I don't know if you follow this, but with the whole Canadian trucker thing and that whole incident, did you follow that?
I'm not the news guy, Rob. You can tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so when they were protesting in Canada, they were trying to support the Canadian truckers and that whole movement. So they were doing Gofundme, they were doing some other thing, or I don't know the name of it, to basically send funds. And then, long story short, GoFundMe got sent down. I think it was GoFundMe. But then people were starting to send cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, whatever currency they were sending. And the controversy was, I'm pretty sure the Canadian government was asking these exchanges. I'm not going to name any names because I don't know specifically, but as an example, let's say it was an exchange everyone knows like Coinbase. I'm not saying it was, but I'm just saying as an example, to basically, I don't know if they were trying to like dox the customers or somehow follow up with legal recourse.
Yeah, that's the risk you have in being on a centralized exchange. Any government authority can come into a centralized exchange and ask them to do whatever they want, because they can walk in the doors of Coinbase and say, you need to do this. And the beauty about being decentralized and having your own cold storage wallet is, they can't do that.
When you say cold storage, we're specifically talking about like a ledger or something like that.
Like a nano ledger, or I have an Alipal cold storage wallet. It's basically a physical wallet that holds your seed phrase and your private keys.
What's the risk of a cold storage wallet? Like you just break it and it doesn't work anymore?
Yeah, you can,
because it's like a USB drive, right?
It is. I could take my cold storage wallet and throw it in a fire, throw it off a cliff, and as long as I have that seed phrase, I can reinstate that wallet on another cold storage wallet.
But how do you reinstate it if the physical USB drive is destroyed? Because it's on a contract somewhere, smart contract.
Oh, because the seed phrase the seed phrase can what's the word I'm looking for? Reconstitute the private key from the seed phrase. Like it's all of these cryptocurrencies run off of a algorithm that the seed phrase can produce your private key. So it doesn't matter if the cold storage wallet is destroyed. You can get another blank cold storage wallet, put your seed phrase in, and your funds will be there.
Funny story about the seed phrases. So I do a little bit of mining with helium and HNT. And at the time, I just had one miner and I was trying to get more, but the market was so hot for these miners. It was like 6-8+ month wait. And I had a buddy who bought a couple, but he wasn't really using them. So I tried to buy one from him. And normally they're like $500 more or less. And I tried to buy one off of him because I knew he wasn't really using it. And, we're negotiating, making a deal. I think he was going to sell it to me for like $1,000, $1,500, whatever. People are reselling these things for $1,000, $2,000 plus, or at least at the time they were. And he ended up, so when what happens is you get an app on your phone and you get a seed phrase and then you mine and then everything's deposited into your wallet, just like any other wallet. He got a new iPhone and I guess he had written down or took a screenshot or whatever of the seed phrase. And since he got the new iPhone, he basically lost access to that seed phrase. I don't know how it was stored, but that basically made the miner essentially a paperweight because I couldn't use it because I didn't have the keys to access that. So it could still mine, but he didn't have the keys. So no matter what he mined, or if he were to transfer it to me, no one would be able to access those coins.
So yeah, that's the lesson learned right there. Private keys, don't ever share them. Don't ever lose them. They are more important than the actual physical cold storage wallet. I think we covered a lot today.
Yeah, that was good. I think that's pretty good overview of the risks associated with crypto. I think we covered most of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Until next time.